Happy Friday, everyone. It is Friday, July 18th. Oh my gosh, 2025. Welcome to our weekly paper crafting live. All of July, we are featuring Christmas in July, fun handmade holiday projects, tags, bags, all that kind of good stuff. And today is no different. We are going to be creating some little cello bag toppers. And this week, we're going to be mixing and matching several of my favorite companies' products together. So some Lawn Fawn, some Mama Elephant, some Simon Says Stamp, all mashed up together to create some fun little bag toppers. Let's see. Hello from Gilbert, Arizona. Yay! Hello. Hi, Donna. Hi, Sherry and Kelly, Teresa, Sean, Leslie. Oh my goodness. Hi, Barbara. Okay. Hello, everybody. So I hope everybody is staying cool if you're somewhere where it's hot. I hope you're getting some fun crafting in this week. Let me know what you are working on, what you've been doing. Are you participating in Christmas in July? No matter what kind of craft you're doing, let me know. Hi, Sandy. It's all about scrapbook 4-day retreat Sandy's at this weekend. How fun. Hi, Laura. Ready for her weekly dose of extra. I try to bring it. Let's see. Hello, everyone. So I actually just met with a roofing guy because my roof needs replaced. And the insurance company tried to call me right before I went live. And they're like, do you have 10 minutes? I'm like, I sure don't. I have to call you back. So looks like my roof is going to have to be replaced pretty soon. We had terrible hail about a week ago, so that's fun. Let's see. Wilma says TGIF, and that means it's Nicole is live. It does! Yay! Hello, everybody. Working on a thank you card, Erica says. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Robin. Okay, let me know what you're working on. Let me know. I know this is paper crafting, but if you are participating in Midsummer Stitch at Lindy's Stitches this weekend, drop me a note. Let me know. I am live with you. If you purchase a ticket to that event, it's $15. I know in my video I misspoke, my floss tube video, but it's $15 for the weekend. Lots and lots of fun. I am live Sunday. I want to say at 4 p.m. Eastern time, I think. Why do I still not know that? But I will be live then. If you're in my Patreon, I'm live with you guys this evening for a little Ask Me Anything. Just received Hero Arts kits, so Christmas is on pause for a moment. Donna, oh my gosh, isn't the kit this month so much fun? Kelly loves Christmas in July. Sandy, so here's the thing about my insurance. It will cover up to a point. I have a very high deductible. We live in an area that gets a lot of hail. And so I have a separate deductible. I just researched all this. This is why I'm an expert now. My wind and hail deductible is higher. So it will be a big out of pocket. I mean, it's going to be big no matter what, but I guess here's the good thing. I don't have to pay for all of it, right? So there's that. Marta's doing some homework for a holiday magic event with scrapbook cards in today. Nice. Let's see. Signed up for Midsummer Stitch, Sandy says. Maggie's making a mini album. Laura loves the Christmas intro music. Me too. It does help put me in the Christmas mood. Michelle says hi from San Diego. First time catching Friday Live. Working on kits. Nice. Hi, Debbie. Let's see. Teresa's got her ticket for Midsummer Stitch. Yay. I'm so glad, you guys. It's going to be so fun. I cannot wait to partake in everybody's things all weekend long. Christy's playing with the Concord and Ninth Secret Garden. Oh, fun. So much fun stuff you guys are doing. Lori's going to be at Midsummer Stitch. Yay. Christy, you know what? It is what it is. It is a bummer, but here's what's a bigger bummer. Leaking roof. This is the things I tell myself because we're crafters. We want to spend money on craft supplies, right? No one wants to spend money on those kind of things, but fixing the roof is better than having a big leak and then crying because it's an even bigger mess. That's kind of the way I look at it. Glenn is signed up for Midsummer Stitch. Yay! Okay. Oh gosh, Debbie got the Spellbinders Caboodle this month. The first time. Oh, Debbie, I'm so excited for you. That is awesome. And Cindy's expecting some of my felt stitching dies today. That's so fun. And Kelly's watching while working. I love that too. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna pop well, first let's talk about this a little bit. So sometimes I focus on newer things. I know it in the first week I did that, and even last week I featured some Spellbinders new collection dies. This week we are really doing, there's one new product, and I think everything else is something that was previously released. One of the Lawn Fawn products is a little bit newer. I mean, it's not brand new, but it's a little bit newer. But other than that, it's things from past years. And I love personally mixing and matching with things that I already have. And so I always try to throw in some of those because that's how we craft. We like to use the things that we already own in new and fun ways. So I have done some tags. I did some cards and tags last week. We're going to do bag toppers today. I absolutely love the bag topper die. It came out a year or two ago from Mama Elephant, and it is fantastic. I think 2 years ago now, isn't it? I don't know why I got sidetracked with that. Anyhow, we're going to decorate it with a cute little mouse holding a candy cane, some greenery, and then we are going to use the new sentiment stamp set from Simon Says Stamp, part of Kathy Zilski's class that is next Friday at Simon Says Stamp. I do have a bonus class for that, again, for you guys, bonus inspiration. So make sure that you're stay tuned for that. But that sentiment stamp set is awesome, and I think it'll work really great for our bag toppers today. Yes, joys of being a homeowner. Exactly. Baking 2 large cakes and 500 cookies. Sherry, holy cow. Wow. Heather's become obsessed with the little waffle flower stitchables. Sandy says all money to crafty items, right? Except I need a roof over my head. If it leaks on my crafty items, Nicole's going to get unhappy. Oh, Christy, go. Yes, get a ticket. Come hang out. Let's see. Picked up all of your felt. Oh, yay. Nice. That's so fun. Trying to figure out new start. Should I complete a whip? Teresa, I'm going to do a new start, even though I am all about completing things right now. That is really what I want. I don't know. I am really in the mood to complete things. I know I've started some new stuff, but I keep feeling that call to complete things. Let's say, did I hear a mouse? Monique said. You did. Let's see. Oh, good. Received a kit today. Excited to see the live. Thank you, guys. All right. Let's talk about what we're using. So I teased kind of what we're going to use today. Let's talk about the new sentiment stamp set. This will be part of Kathy's class at Simon Says Stamp, the class with Kathy and Heidi next week. And I love this. There are coordinating dies, no tabs, yay. So really, really nice sentiments. I love everything about this. And so we're going to incorporate this into our bag topper. Then let's talk about the bag topper itself. This is the bag topper die from Mama Elephant. And it's made to work, and I have my little, these are, don't laugh, these are my little prototypes for today. I mean, they don't have a present in them, but normally you would put a little goody in here with your little crinkle, but we can staple or adhere these to the top of our little goodie bags. And I did want to say, I put a link down below in the description. These are like the little cello bags. These are actually from Amazon, and I put my cards in here. Do I even have a card right here? No. You'd think I was a card maker, but anyway, I keep my cards in here, like if I have to send them in to Simon or something like that, or if I give them away, whatever. But they also work good for little treats. So that's what I used for these. These bag toppers can be used in so many ways. Love this. And you do get some additional dies in this set, but we're only using this in today's video. we're going to decorate our bag topper with this stamp, background stamp from Simon Says Stamp. This is the soft plaid stencil. It's my absolute favorite. I use this all the time. It is not brand new, and I find myself going back to a lot of my favorite things. So these are both favorites. I've used these multiple times in multiple ways, and that's okay. That's what we want from our craft supplies. We want to get mileage out of them. Then from Lawn Fawn. I haven't put this on my magnet board yet, so excuse that. This is the tiny gift box mouse add-on. So just like all of Lawn Fawn's wonderful little boxes, you know, the tiny gift box where you can add all the cute critters, the mouse is the most, not the most recent, but it's one of the more recent ones. That's what I want to say. And I thought this little mouse, you know, was perfect for Christmas. You know, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. We, of course, have to use the cute little mouse for today's project. And then I, of course, picked out the tiny gift box holiday hats add-on because we need the little Santa hat. And then I picked several, I don't think I'm actually using this one, pardon that. I picked out the candy cane set and also this holly set from Lawn Fawn to incorporate these with my mouse onto the bag topper. We don't have that much real estate to work with, but we still want to decorate it up. Hi, Nicola. Oh, good. You're watching my Hexagon bee video. Yes. Oh, I should show those. I do have an edited video up today as well. So if you haven't already, head on over to my channel, here on my YouTube channel. That's what I want to say. Wow, words are hard today. And catch my edited video. This is new Pink and Main products. And what I love, you guys, look at this fun little flip card. It is so easy to make. And this little Hey Honey bee set is adorable. Christy, thank you for the super chat. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so, so much. Christy said that she needs a dry craft space if she shows up uninvited. Christy, I would love if you visited. I love that so much. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, so I have really been into pink lately. I don't know why, but I have been. So we are going to start with our bag toppers, and I, of course, have all of my little parts and pieces in my little craft stacks from Spellbinders. Let's take out, we're going to make 2 today. I thought, let's go ahead and make a couple of these because 1 is not enough. Sandy just watched my video. Thank you, Sandy. I'm going to put the rest of those in there for now. And we are going to stamp the top of our bag. Now, what I think I want to do for this, I want to stamp it with my soft plaid ink, but I don't want the ink to be all over. So I've already taken my regular insert out of my MISTI, and I just have one of those, the flat ones in here for right now. And I want to figure out, I think we're going to keep, I just want my plaid right here. That's what I am thinking. Donna loves the Pink and Main release. So excited for the pink planner. Oh, you know what? I just saw that, but I was talking to the roof guy, and so I didn't get a chance to completely dive into all of that, but I am very intrigued. I want to see more about that. So I'm going to just pop this here for a minute. We're not going to stamp anything yet. We're in the planning stage. Yes, that's going to work. So here's what I want to do so that I keep my plaid only on this, and I actually want to keep it between my score line and that little stitch line. I know this is completely extra. You could just stamp over the whole thing and it would be fine, but this is how my brain works, so that's what we're going to roll with it. I am going to mask off those 2 areas to help protect it. And then we're going to put our soft plaid stamp in here, and any background stamp is going to work, by the way. Any background stamp. Athena loves the Spellbinders craft stacks. It keeps her projects so organized. I know. I love it so much. I use them all the time. I have all kinds of these ready to go for different things I have going on. I agree. And I'm sure no one is shocked what color of red ink we're going to stamp that red plaid on our pink cardstock. And this color is called Blush from Spellbinders. We are going to use a little lobster ink from Lawn Fawn. And I am only going to ink up this top portion because we only have that little bit to stamp. All right. So if you're going to be watching the class next week for Simon Says Stamp, or you bought the class kit and you're going to watch it, let me know down below. Are you loving those classes? They're super fun. And it's going to bring me to why I'm asking too here. Just a second. Okay. So now I'm going to just peel this off. And look how cute our little plaid topper is. And that keeps the base color the same without the pattern. I kind of like the handle of our little bag without the pattern to it. And I also like that it instantly gives it kind of a layered look by masking that area off. So, so fun. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Celeste. Okay, so let's stamp another one. We're just going to place that right there. I'm going to reuse my Post-it tape. We're in a no waste zone. Let me make sure again. Did I put that too high? I think it's okay. Just in case, let's just put a little more Post-it tape. Oh, good. Kathleen has the kit and will be crafting along. Didn't get the kit, but watching. Loved your Tim Holtz video for his class. Oh, Donna, thank you. I had the best time designing those projects, and I'm really, really loving my projects for Kathy's class. And if you have the kit, so that leads me to why I was asking. If you have the kit, can you guess what my favorite product is from it? I'll let you guys have a minute, because I'm sure someone's going to guess right off what my favorite product from the Kathy Simon Says Stamp kit is. Okay, that looks good. Oh yeah, I'm glad I put that Post-it tape. I must have put this one a little lower than the other one, which is fine. Let's just carefully peel that off. And now we have our little bag toppers. Just like so. I love that. Mandy got, yes, you guys all got it. The background stamp. I knew that you guys would get it right off the bat. I used it for all 4 of my projects. And yes, I did 4. I loved the kit. It's a little out of my, well, I say this. I thought it was going to be out of my like color comfort zone, but I absolutely love, love, love my projects for it. So there's a little tease for next week. Oh, loved your Tim Holtz projects. Thank you so much. Made some of the ones after seeing the video. I love that. Thank you. Okay, we're going to put our background stamp away. Oh yeah, text background. You guys knew the text background. And good news, everybody. You can buy that individually. You did not have to buy the kit. So you're going to see me using that text background stamp on everything this holiday season. I love it. I could have probably used it today, but I wanted to do the plaid. So, all right, let's move this. And let's put our little insert back in here. We're not going to need it for a minute, but We'll do our greetings a little bit later. We're going to have that ready to go. Still hoarding Tim Holtz stuff. Monique, it's easy to do. You're in good company, I bet. I hoard it as well. Tanya says lobster red. You know it. Always. Okay, so I'm just going to take my bone folder and make sure that I have these nice and creased for now. So they fold pretty flat. Rochelle says, me too. The background stamp is what sold me on the kit. Mandy, it's so good. I was thrilled when I saw that. Okay, so let's work on some mice, shall we? And these are the only kind I like. So we have got our cute little mouse here. And I did take the little hand die, which you can use or you don't have to, and I die cut that because I want him to be holding, her, to be holding some of our Christmas goodies for the top of this. Liz says she almost forgot the live. No, I'm so glad you're here. Let's see, I had to put the kit away so that I can prepare for Kathy's class. You know what? The good thing is you can come back to Tim's kit at any point and keep working on it. So as cute as our little mousey is, he definitely needs some inking. So I pulled out some cocoa ink. I hope this isn't too dark. And a detail blending brush. And I'm going to tap off a lot of that ink on my Glassboard Studio mat before I bring it. And then I'm just going to work off, kind of come off of the glass mat onto the cardstock around the edges. Oh yeah, that's going to be good. Because I want it to be very soft. I don't want to have any harsh lines in my ink blending or inking. I'm not doing a whole lot of blending. Let's see. I'm going to tap off a little bit. Oh, it does kind of look like a mug if you turn it this way. Okay, so we're going to tap off a lot of that and we're just going to come in here. Who has like the entire collection of the tiny box add-ons for Lawn Fawn? I'm raising my hand. They're so cute. And I tend to use them a lot more non-box, even though they're very cute as a box. But I love using them as little die-cut critters on my projects. Oh, Marta, that's okay. You have your Tim Holtz kit. You can use it at your leisure. You do not have to do it. You know, sometimes we're busier than others. I get it. And we don't get the crafting time that we want. It's always so hard when we want to be working on something, but our real life duties are, they're ruining our crafting time. Let's see. Tanya says, gotta buy that background stamp. That's why I'm telling you, I'm using it on everything this year. That's my heads up that I'm using it on everything. Because I love it. Okay, I think our little mouse is so cute with that little additional inking. Liz loves Lawn Fawn. Me too. Don't have those, but I have all the add-ons for the Lawn Fawn gable boxes. Oh, I love those too. So what we're going to do now, there are some layering pieces. We have ear pieces. We're going to do both of them at the same time. I think they actually need a little ink too. We have a couple of little pieces to go back behind the eyes and the nose. It is separate in case you wanted to do them different colors. I chose to do mine all in the black color. So we're going to work on that next. And I think, let's see what we've got left on our blending brush. Yeah. We're just going to do a little bit of inking for that inner ear portion. Just to soften it and make it not quite so harsh. Hi, Donna. Laura says the mouse is adorable. There we go. Let's see. Some of those aren't quite as soft as I would like them. There we go. Now, before I start adhering anything else, I did pull out my pastel pink ink or any kind of pink ink. And I am going to, I didn't die cut the cheeks, but I'm going to ink them instead. And I hope that this is going to be the right color. And I've got this small round brush, and I'm just going to do that circular motion. There we go, right on the cheeks. Do this one. Oh yeah, he definitely needed little pink cheeks. Karen says always tempted but hasn't done it yet, hasn't bought any of the boxes yet. Made the anglerfish tiny box. Oh, how fun for kindergarten students. That is a great, great idea. Let's see. Oh, Donna, I am so sorry to hear that. I'm glad you're here now. I hope you can enjoy a little time for yourself. I'm sending you big, big hugs. All the thoughts and prayers for your mom, Donna. Okay, we're going to flip this over to the back side. And I'm going to do a little glue here. And I'm actually going to do it around the eyes and the nose area. And we're just going to take, I'm really glad there's no inlay. We're just going to pop these upside down and put them in place. And we're going to do that. And we're also going to do the ears. Let's do the ears at the same time. So happy to see cute bag toppers. Thank you. I could make tags every day, but I felt like we needed to do something different. How is it July 18th already, everyone, is what I want to know. I mean, I thought it was just the 4th of July. It's just flying by. So we've got our little ears. And there we go. Got all of our little layer pieces. Let's pop this over and see what we think. Let's see how big of a glue mess I made. It will dry clear. Let's do a little cleanup though. Just with the tip of a piercing tool or a stylus, something like that. There we go. Oh, it's a cute little mouse. Such a cute little mouse. Okay, next thing we're going to work on. We have some little candy canes here, and I do have one going each direction just because of how we're going to place these on our card. Also, I just noticed I forgot my mouse's tail, so we're still going to work with that cocoa ink anyway, but let me just tap off a little bit of extra. We want to add a little shading to that little tail so that it is not so stark. That fawn color. This is the fawn cardstock from Spellbinders. Mary Ann says he's an adorable mouse. Yes. Does anybody have the Lawn Fawn spinning card die? I don't think I've used it. What size is your glass mat? Asking for one for your birthday, Donna. Yes. Oh, and mine's upside down right now. How funny is that? So mine is the 16 by 22, and I love it. Love it. I'm glad that I got this big. I was tempted to get the smaller one, but I'm really, really glad that I got this size. I love it. Okay, so instead of grabbing a dark red, I'm just going to use this same cocoa color, and again, I'm going to tap off some of this. Before I layer on my white layering piece for my candy canes, I did my base out of the poppy cardstock. Along this inner side of my candy cane, I'm just going to blend in a little bit of the cocoa color. And it really just darkens it. It's not and maybe makes it a little grungy, but it's not going to turn it brown. And then we're going to do the same thing for this one. And we want to do all of that first because I definitely don't want to get that on my white. I'm going to do a little cleanup. Glossy accents is always cute for the eyes. I agree. I actually pulled out some black gems to add to the eyes here in a little bit. We'll see if I like those today or not. I'm going to get my tweezers. And on the back of our white layering piece, I am just going to draw a little bit of glue. I'm going to try to keep it minimal today. Try not to make too big of a mess on this one. Just won a gift card from Spellbinders Club Along. Nice, Donna. That's awesome. Monica loves the lives because she feels like she can connect with other crafters who are as crazy as she is. Absolutely. That is what we are here for. And I just love that little bit of shading. To me makes the candy cane a lot cuter. So let's go ahead and assemble our other one. Love the little tags the Emmy Goody bag topper comes with. Athena, yes. If you ever are looking, because little tags sometimes can be hard to find. So if you're looking for little tags, those are great ones and a nice little accessory. So if you wanted to stamp like a little something extra and just hang it from here, I did not plan that, but that would have been cute, huh? That would be great. Or even just to write the recipient's name on. That would be a really cute little addition to these. All right, so now we got some candy canes. And we have some greenery and we have some little bows. So this is the little holly greenery. We're going to do that first and then we'll come back to the bows. Oops, not pink. Hi, Livy. It's a day full of cute crafting. So we're going to take the juniper ink and we're just going to blend this in just a little. We've got shading going on, so we want to kind of keep that consistent all the way through. My base color is the Rainforest color of cardstock. And then we're blending in that new Simon Says Stamp juniper color. See what a difference this one on the left compared to the one on the right? I love that. Libby, we were just talking about my little hexagon flip fold cards for the Pink and Main release. So much fun. And such an easy interactive die. All right. There's our little touch of greenery for our little gift bag toppers today. And then, did I really not get a red out? The answer to this is no, I did not. I like that little touch of greenery. Now there is some little holly leaves and berries that come with this set, but I liked this little branch one a little bit better just for what I'm doing today. But you wouldn't have to use multiple sets either. You could all go from all the same one. Thanks, Livy. I forgot to get an ink for my bows. So we're going to use a little bit of the apple red ink. This is I really love this color. It's called Tutu, also from Spellbinders. And we're just going to blend this in and give our bows a little bit of a decorative or shading look there. Just a little. We can go back, do a little bit darker here in the center maybe. The little cheeks on the mice. The cheeks really make it, don't they? So everyone let me know, do you like when I do more of the mix and match? I hear from you guys a lot that you like the mix and match videos where I'm using products from among multiple companies. Would you like to see more of that as I look ahead in planning the rest of my handmade holiday series for the year? Let me know. Oh, that's cute. So what we're going to do before we start assembling, let's go ahead and add our little berries. Oops, that's a lot of glue. Add our little berries here to our branches. Love mix and match, Dixie says. Shading is the key to great results, Teresa says. Yes. June says, gotta mix and match. Absolutely love when you do mix and match. Liz says, yes. I kind of thought that was the case. Donna says, yes. I'm trying to think ahead to, I have a list of things I'd like to do. Oops. I don't want to get glue everywhere. Yes, all about it. Only if the products are still available, Leslie said. Yes, I will say that's the only thing. I know I got asked, was it last week, I think, about using past Stamp Timber products, and I don't have them, but also part of the reason I don't use them is because they're not available. And that always leads to irritation and aggravation for any new stampers or card makers, pardon. And so I do try to keep it to things that are available. Even though we love all of our products that aren't, you won't see them here. I'm sorry. Or at least not very often. If I do, it's usually an accident. Yes, the mixing and matching. Lots and lots of yes. These mice are killing me. Need to update my wish list, Nicola says. They're so cute. And what's great is if the little box is not your thing, definitely imagine using them in other ways. And the mouse is not part of a Christmas release from Lawn Fawn at all. You can use any of the critters in this way. And that's one of the things I like best about it, is that you can really kind of make them your own. Whatever season you're doing. So in the mouse set, as in a lot of the different sets, there's little bows. So I cut little bows for one of them, and the other one is going to have a cute little Santa hat. So let me add those layering bits for the hat. What do you do with all the old supplies if you don't use them in your videos? I de-stash regularly. Because this is my job, there's just no way that I would be able to keep everything ever. Because already I have my overflow in the basement. Things I'm not ready to get rid of, you know? Okay, let's give this guy a little Santa hat. June says she has to start shading her die cuts. Yeah, it makes a huge difference. It really does. And you don't have to go crazy with it. I hope that it kind of shows you that you can just do one color. You don't have to do multiples. Grab some little mini blending brushes, especially if you're doing detailed small die cuts. They are invaluable. Little bows. Oh, so cute. Okay, I think, do you use Pink Fresh? Products in general, yes. Inks too. I certainly do. I had a video this week with some of their July release products. So we're going to put some little black gems here, or pearls, pardon, for the eyes, because I think that little bit of dimension is going to be cute. And it's a great way to utilize some of the bigger pearls or gems that you maybe don't get to use as often. Yes, Liz has a great point. She says, even if items are out of stock or no longer available, you can still look in your stash. Oh, it went by too fast. You can still look at your stash and go and use something similar. And that's why she loves it. Absolutely. Because my goal is always just to inspire. But definitely look in your stash. You probably have something that is going to be very similar. Livy, exactly. And it gets overwhelming. I find myself a lot less overwhelmed with, frequent destashing. But I do have bins of favorite products, like things that aren't available that I will never get rid of. There we go. Oh, look at these little mice. Aren't they cute? So fun. Question, have you ever given a stamp and die set that you regretted giving away? There have been a couple of times where I have thought, oh, dang, did I get rid of that? I could have used it here, but I usually just find something similar because let's face it, we probably have something similar, or I pivot and adjust. So yes, Donna, but not enough that I'm like, oh, you know what? Here's a good one though. I did accidentally, and I know it was accidentally, I gave away a waffle flower product once and I went back and bought it because I knew I had accidentally put it in the wrong stash or in the wrong pile, and it was not meant to be removed from my craft room, so I went back and bought it again. Oops. I have done that. Sandy has a room of favorite products. So much heart and soul went into those products. They are your babies, right? I know. It's hard. It's hard when you're emotionally attached. Well, don't do anything with them right now, Libby. That's my suggestion. There's no need. You'll know when you're ready to do something. Okay, I got to remember which one is going which. So because I did the little hands, what I want to do is I'm going to kind of stick the candy cane down here. I don't want it to cover up the eye, so I'm just kind of playing around with placement. Not going to add any glue yet. Going to tuck in my little greenery. Figure out how I want that to look. We'll do the little bow. I might actually do this back behind so it can be a little bit more like that. Just kind of want to play around with it a little bit before I commit. And then I'm just going to lay it here for a minute. And we're going to do that for both. And the reason I'm going to wait to attach anything, let's just use a magnet to help hold that down, is because I want to plan out my sentiment before I get too far. Nicole, the reason I asked about Pink Fresh is I bought a dupe Pink Fresh. Oh, no, that's okay. Go ahead and just, if you have a friend you can gift it to, that would be great. That would be the best, I think. Let's see. And I think I'm going to do, I might do him here too. I like it over here, I think. So let's talk about why I did one left facing and one right facing candy cane for each of these. And the reason being is I really liked this one. However, if I did this one, I'll flip it over here and I put it here, it covers up a lot of the hat. And so I really wanted to make sure that I was not covering up as much as possible. So that was kind of my thinking with that. And we're going to have to figure out if I like how this goes. Yes, we can do it. There we go. It'll look a little different on each, but I think that is totally okay. Very good. There's that one. Oh, this one has that tail. So maybe I was thinking. Let me see. I don't want to cover up the tail completely. Oh yeah, I think that'll still be fine. Okay. So now that I have that planned out, dang, the 12-year-old is back from soccer and wants to be fed. That is important. Feed the child. Ginger says she knows she would want something back if she got rid of it. I don't have very many regrets like that. Probably because I feel like there's always something else. Let's see. Laura, what did Laura say? I missed it. Top tip, don't destash when you're hormonal. Oh, that's a good one. Don't, yes, I agree. Okay. I needed a quick drink. So now I need to plan my greetings. And I think I'm going to do holiday, well, I think we're going to do holiday joy here. And, oh, the background stamp is too good, Donna. Pop it in your cart for the next time you have a Simon Says stamp order. It's one of my favorites. And we're going to do Merry and Bright over here. Yes, it's exactly what we're going to do. And we are going to stamp both of these on red, the poppy color of Spellbinders cardstock, and emboss in white. I think that'll show up nice. Let's use a little. I sold the first stamp set I ever bought in a garage sale and then eventually bought it again from somebody else's D-stash because, no, not crazy. Libby, that kind of brings me to a good point. There is an alphabet stamp set from Hero Arts. Yes. You know what? So there is something I regret. It's the alphabet stamp set from Hero Arts. It's one of the first stamp sets I ever had. I used it all the time, and I can't find it anymore, and I couldn't find it on D-Stash, so I bought the Michael's dupe of it. It's okay, but I still wish I had my OG one. So yes, I just remembered that when Libby said that. I'm still looking. If I find it, I will buy the Hero Arts one because I loved that stamp set and I really still want it. Dang it. Now I'm thinking about that again. I'm sure I haven't even needed it a whole lot, but last year I wanted it for something and I thought, oh, don't I still have that? I really thought I still had it. I didn't. So I went and bought the Michael's one. Libby, what stamp set? Let's see. Oh, it was a Stampin'. She even said it's a Stampin' Up! Woodblock set called Sweet Herbs. Oh, how fun! It's funny the things that we have those connections to. I kind of wish I still had. I think my first stamp set was well, no, it was a Hero Arts one, but right after that was a Stampin' Up! One. It was Leaves. I don't even remember the name of it. Does anybody else, if you remember your first stamp set, pop it in the chat. I would love to know. Yeah, Laura says she remembers me talking about that alphabet stamp set before. Yes, I've talked about it. Because last year I was real mad at myself. Okay. I'm going to take a let me find the driest corner of this cloth. And you want to make sure that your embossing is cool, that it's not still hot. And I'm going to buff away that powder. So we have the beautiful white embossing on red. And then we're going to grab those coordinating dies. And we're going to see if, Nichol. Although I think that one, no, that does not go to that. Should I have looked at this before? Probably. There we go. Let's see. Madge says she's safe. She gets rid of nothing. Pack Rat Madge here. I love that. Libby does have the first hero art set she bought long before she worked for him. A little woodblock set of a crown, grapes, and fleur-de-lis and something else, and used it for a scrapbook back in the day. Aww. Oh my gosh, I love seeing what everybody else... Oh, bought it at Barnes & Noble. Are you serious? Isn't that fun? I see some others. Stampin' Up! Was probably the first set, or one of a Stampin' Up! Set, pardon me. First stamp was a wood mounted scarecrow with a pumpkin head by PSX, a black heat embossed and black heat embossed and colored him with Tombow markers and still owns the stamp. I love that. I know I don't have my first stamp set. I wish I did, because I do think that would be a really fun challenge. Like, just use your oldest stamp set that you own. That would be fun too. Let's see, Marva, what did Marva say? I missed it. Sold, scan, and cut and regretted it, and now I'm in the market to buy another. Yes, I don't use mine often, but I am always super grateful that I have it. Because there are those times that it comes in so handy. Do you have some Lawn Fawn must-haves? I'm about to place an order, Debbie said. Lobster red ink. I am a big fan of a lot of the dyes that can be used over and over. Like, what are you looking for? I can probably tell you based on that. I'm really sorry. UPS is probably here. And Frank is on it. As always, we're grateful to Frank for letting us know. Love the font on this sentiment. Me too. Oh, yes. Libby says she destashed her first Lawn Fawn set and was sorry she did it because of sentimental reasons. Yes, and I think didn't they re-release it at some point? Okay, so we're going to pop our little sentiment here, and it's going to hang off a little bit. I'm all right with it. We're going to glue this one down too. Just like this. Actually, let's move that over just a touch. So it's kind of sitting on that little scallop line. He's always on duty. I mean, I don't know what I would do without him. Oh, it's so fun reading what everybody's first set was or what you think it was. So much fun. All right. We're going to pop this in here and add a little glue. Add a little glue there. Where are my tweezers? I think I could rebuy that Lawn Fawn set now, but it's not the same as having the OG. I agree. I agree. Oh, it's going to be cute. Okay, we'll tuck the tail in here in a minute. think I'll go ahead and pop him down first. Let's move this one over for a minute. And my hubby and I had a 4th of July party and we made the invites wooden stamp with flag and lady. Have no idea who made it, but it was $19.99 and still has it. Oh, I love that. Yeah, there have been a few things not craft related I have also destashed and have regretted or semi-regretted. Most of the time I don't. So I've tried not to be this way, but I think I've turned more and more into my mom the older I've gotten. My mom used to get rid of everything. Like, there were things that we were like, Mom, we wanted that. And she's like, oh, sorry. So we called her the throwawayer because, or giveawayer, because she would get rid of everything. And I used to not do that, but the older I've gotten, the more I'm like, nah, we don't need that. We don't need that. Okay. Oh my gosh. It's looking so cute. Okay, let's do this one. Again, I'm going to put the candy cane in here first. I want to avoid the eye. My whole goal was to avoid the eye as much as possible. Not looking for anything in particular at Lawn Fawn, but wondered if you have something you use over and over. The platform pop-up, any of the add-ons for it, any good Christmas basics like holly, candy canes, their bow set, I use all of the time. I love the dimensional bows, the ones that you fold. I love that one. Any of the shape dies, I really like them. The ones that have like the stitching detail to them, those are some favorites. Lobster ink, ballet slippers ink, two of my absolute favorite ink colors. And then just, it's probably a hodgepodge from there. Of very specific. I'm a big fan of shaped dies. So if there's a certain season that you like, I love the shaped dies. Where did this guy's tail go, do you suppose? I know, oh, there it is. Phew. Christy is the saver of the family. She's the memory keeper. Christy, I would have guessed that about you. I would have guessed that. Oh, thank you, Mary. That's so sweet of you. All right. I'm going to tuck this in here somehow before that glue dries. There we go. It just took a little bit of effort because I want some of the greenery to show. Very cute. Okay, so we're not quite done. I'm loving how those are turning out. Look at those cute little bag toppers. How fun would those be? Okay, I think... Did I get it out or not? Let me get some double-sided tape. I was going to staple them, but because I put so much down here, I don't want to staple them there. And so I'm going to show you my other idea for adding these to our bags. Oh, hi, Anna. Thank you. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab these Pink and Main little hearts, and we're going to see if I want to add some little hearts to things. Because I'm pretty sure I do. I might want to add white ones, though. Yeah, let's add little white hearts to the center of the bow, for sure. That would be cute. because hearts are always a good idea. So that's the first thing. Oh, thank you, Marta. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. So we've got our little heart detail. And then what I'm going to do instead of stapling, we're going to use some of our double-sided adhesive. Just going to open this up like this and right along, and this is a great way to not have to staple and put holes in it as well. Use some of that double-sided adhesive. We probably almost all have some in our stash. And we're just going to pop it up here. Like so. And then you grab your little bag of goodies. Pretend this has like some fun little sweet treats or something good in it. We're just going to do that. And look how cute. Now I have one more thing we're going to do, but let's finish the other one. I could have probably folded it in a little bit up at the top, but that's okay. Just joining. Hello, Carrie. Why are the paper mice so darn cute, unlike the real kind? Ginger, I'm with you. Because the real kind, not a fan at all. But I can do these little paper mice all day long. Oh, Debbie says this may have to be a new project to send to her niece's kindergarten class this year. I think that would be so fun. I think I've said this before in the lives, but sometimes I really miss having littles to do this for. I used to do a lot of that. I do miss it. And doing fun teacher gifts and all that good stuff. Hopefully I'll get to do it for grandchildren someday. We'll see. Nobody seems in a big hurry to do that for me either. All right. So, something I do love to do, and I did this a lot last year, is I like adding a little snow, especially to my greenery. And I saved this for last because this is the Tim Holtz grit paste. I suppose my grit paste is super dry. I need a new one. But we're just going to run it along the edges. You can even do it a little bit on our bow. Yeah, I really need a new one. I thought that after I thought, oh, I want to add grit paste to things. And then I thought, oh, I bet my grit paste needs replaced. It's because it does. So before the Christmas crafting really gets underway, I do need to get some more. But I love adding a little bit of this snow, I call it snow, to like the berries, our greenery. Usually it spreads better than this because it's not dried out. Bet you I haven't used it since the last time I needed to put snow on something. Well, no, I thought I used it for stenciling. It was dry then. I should have replaced it. Do a little bit on the berries just to give it a little bit of a snowy, oops. No worries that that's going to smear because it's dried out. Guess that's the good thing. Don't have to worry about it staying somewhere I don't want it. Okay. When all the grit paste comes out, it's jingle all the way. You're correct, Donna. And I'm going to leave it out on my desk to remind myself I need to buy a new one of this. Ta-da! So fun. Michelle, thank you for the super chat. That is so sweet of you. Thank you so, so much. Okay, you can then, I'm going to add, now that it's dry, we're going to add some little white highlights right on top of our pearls for the eyes. Little highlight for the nose. We'll do the cheeks. little glossy accents on the nose would probably be cute too. I probably should have done this before I put my little bags on here, but I forgot, so we're gonna go with it, as one does. You need Tim's rubber bands to keep the... I do need to do something different, Nicola. You are correct. I need to look into that for sure. And then we might just go ahead and go in and add some more little highlights. Because once I get started, I have a hard time stopping. Is that about right? I think that looks good. Oh my gosh, these are so much fun. So these would make wonderful little neighbor, like obviously put some candy in it. Your neighbors or the recipient is going to want something good, but wouldn't it be cute with holiday candies or little treats or whatever inside? Or even if it's for little girls, you could do little lip glosses, or little boys if you have little guys, little cars and stuff. I don't know. All kinds of fun, cute little things you could tuck inside of here. But really fun. This treat bag topper is one of my favorite go-tos for gift bags and being able to do all kind of any seasonal type of gift bag. If you have birthday gift bags, this little topper is great because you can decorate it however you want. You could do mice with little party hats on them. Let's see. And Heidi says a new jar of paste sounds divine. That's so funny. I love it so much. Okay, did I miss anybody's questions as I was finishing up today's project? Let me know. Drop it here in the chat again, because sometimes the chat does go by and I miss things. Let's see, those little mouse faces are perfect. Thank you, Sherry. That's so sweet of you to say. I need to place an order anyway. I need a couple of things, so I'm going to be getting myself some new grit paste. I got to get geared up for the holiday crafting. Mary Ann says homemade cookies. Yes. Oh, homemade cookies would be great in there. I love that. Especially, I know when my kids were in school, we had to do packaged things. We weren't allowed to do homemade, which always stunk. But preschool, she allowed homemade things. So I always did homemade goodies. Yes, that would be amazing. Let's see. Athena, thank you for the super chat. That is so nice of you guys. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I have to watch your hexagon video now. Yes, June, please do. It's really fun. It makes adorable cards and it's super easy. So if you're looking for easy interactive, that is about as easy as it gets, but still absolutely adorable. Okay, friends, I think that is it. Oh no, Barbara, Olo Cool Gray, what do you use that doesn't look purple? I use the darker ones if I'm using cool grays. So 5 does have, I mean, the cool grays are just going to have a little bit more of a purpley undertone anyway, but I use 5 and 7 a lot for that. But if you don't want a purple undertone, I would go with warm grays. Keep getting knocked out. Let's see. Great for office friends too. Maria, yes. Oh, that would be great. Or if you like to give a little treat to your mail person or whatever, my mail people do super duty for me. And even the gal at my post office, I have a small post office here where I live. And so she's amazing. I love her. So a little postmaster gift for her or whatever would be amazing too. Let's see. Ginger says, I remember when her youngest was in school, had to tell her if one of her classmates brought anything to eat that is to not eat it, especially brownies. Yeah. And my youngest has a food allergy. It's a severe food allergy to cashews, which are not something that are in a lot of things. But I mean, I was always like, don't eat this, don't eat that. And now, I mean, obviously he's an adult, so he knows. And there's a lot of things he won't eat because he's always just worried about it. He's not worried, but he's conscious that he should definitely be careful. Oh, Alicia, is it Alicia or Alicia says, my first stamp set was Stampin' Up! The Berry Best in 2000 and she can't part with it. I love that she knows what it is. That's so fun. Marianne says, my family wants their own Christmas cookies I make every year called Butterhorns. Yum. Oh, yes. Marta says a great idea to give to mailman and UPS driver. Exactly. I love to kind of leave little treats out for them during the holiday season, like, bottles of water, little goodies, little bags of chips or whatever. It would be fun to put these on like little bags of chips and just say, take one, because they do extra work during that holiday season. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. I cannot believe that next Friday will be our last Christmas in July live. It won't be our last handmade holiday by any means, but Christmas in July will be over, and I'm sure it's going to be looking to fall for all of the new stuff coming out. But I cannot wait to see you guys next week. And until then, happy crafting. If I see you this weekend at Midsummer Stitch at Lindy's Stitches, make sure and say hello. Bye, everyone, and we'll see you next week. The supplies used in today's video are listed and linked below the video here on YouTube. Here is another project that you might be interested in. Please remember to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to never miss a new live video. Thank you so much for joining me today, and we'll catch you next time.